time for Mic Check. Our very special guest has arrived. And Mic Check this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by the biggest reggae and R&B concert here in New York City. It is called Groovin in the Park, and the next staging is going to be on June 26, 2016. Royal Wilkins Park is that place. Our very special guest this morning, Anthony, is Mr. Junior Kelly. Go ahead and do the introduction, sir.
Well, Rascal, our very special guest, as you said, on Mic Check today is, of course, singer-songwriter Junior Kelly, regarded as one of Jamaica's finest cultural voices. And it was his game-changing roots reggae mega hit, Love So Nice, that established him as a star throughout Jamaica. The year was 2000, and his breakthrough song pondered a universal question most people ask at least once, and that is, if love so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. And his commanding juxtaposition of precisely timed DJ rhymes and melodic singing, coupled with his vivid storytelling abilities, took the song to the top of the Jamaican charts, a position he held for 15 weeks. And the success of the song brought about a stunning introductory album, and this from VP Records, which was released a year later. And the success of the song and album created an enthralling introduction to the global music landscape and formed a demand for Kelly's music throughout the Caribbean, North America, Europe, and Asia, with soloed concerts as a headline act. And for his hard work, Kelly earned numerous awards and success on several international charts. And since his debut, Kelly has released a succession of hit songs and albums, and he oftentimes utilizes rich, multi-textured one-drop rhythms, which propels his lyrics in selections that stirs the soul as readily as they move your feet. And his release of his 10th studio album, Urban Poet, for Austrian-based Irie Vibrations on October 9th, is of course eagerly anticipated and was received well by the community. And his lyrics, coupled with his heartfelt delivery, argues well for reggae's future, while solidifying his prominence among a new generation of Jamaican cultural standard bearers. So there you have it, our special guest on Mic Check, Junior Kelly. If love so nice.
Well, no make nobody tell you that you cannot make it them wrong. Remember, faith is all I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is regarded as one of the very, very best to come out of Jamaica. The one and only Mr. Junior Kelly has now joined us for Mic Check this morning. Welcome to Mic Check, Junior Kelly.
Eloquently put, sir.
How are you doing this morning, sir?
I am perfect. Yeah, morning, Junior Killer is everything, man. Love so nice. It hurts so bad.
Yes, you're speaking to Rasclem, Anthony Turner, and Breadman, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, man, everything is blessed. Well, we jumped it off this morning with You Can Make It. It's on the Zion Gate Rhythm, one of your big tunes. And I can sit here this morning, Junior Kelly, and go down the list. And I could name tunes after tunes after tunes that if I should sit here today, I can play Junior Kelly until 6 o'clock this evening. And all of them are number one hits. How are you, sir? How's everything?
I'm good, you know. I'm just here. I'm doing some legwork on the new album, and I'm actually humbled that you're having me on your program, because your program is well sought after. You know what I mean? You know, highly regarded. So
yes,
thank you very much. I'm humbled.
You're very, very welcome, Junior Kelly. Well, take us back a little, Junior. The music, because you know sometimes people say music choose them. They did not choose music. Why music for Junior Kelly? How did this get started for Junior Kelly? Tell us a little about the early days.
Okay, all right. I'll start as far back as 19, in terms of going back long memory lane. I can tell you about from 1984. That's 12 months after my brother Jim Kelly died. Tragically, unfortunately. It's from there. I got a dream from him, by the way. My brother dreamt me and told me, say, listen, because all the time I was like, always writing, always around some of Jamaica's greats at the time, and still regarded as Jamaica's great in terms of early B. The Doctor, Super Cat, Josie Wales, Cocoa T, people like Sugar Miner, the late great, those individuals used to walk and pass through my home.
Right.
looking for my brother Jim Kelly. So they used to write a lot of lyrics and share views and share the different details of being on the road. Because yes, and also before I forget this individual, last but not least, because we used to live in the same community. That's Charlie Chaplin. So
yes.
Charlie was on, was on Stereograph, and Jim Kelly was on Kilimanjaro, and they living in the same community. And there was no formal rivalry.
Right.
Man, them play football together and reason together and compare notes in terms of music. So I am from that backdrop, that background.
Right.
So for me to take it up, as I say, you say a lot of people say, some people say music choose them, and really them choose music, and that kind of sound cliche, but I can see where they're coming from. But I've been around it so much to make the transition into becoming a professional artist. It was easy, because fathoming and comprehending how to create music, because I'm around some of the greats and I hear personally firsthand how they formulate, and doing so, being in that environment, has awarded me so much early skill, how to go about creating music, not to copy but to inspire.
Right. You talk about your brother and where you come from and the people of the community, and simply there's a song that you did, because you said there was no rivalry. Guys play soccer together, and even though they're on different sound system, and this song, Breadman, this song, Anthony, will just speak on it. It's called Just Friends. Yeah, man, they were simply just friends.
Well, now make them stop your flow, progressive from your little bit to grow, Now make them come stop your flow,
Anthony, when you look at the body of work done by Junior Kelly, and again, Breadman, here's an artist who sometimes you don't even hear his music on radio. But he has a slew of #1 hits. They called big tunes. And Anthony mentioned one of them, If Love's So Nice. You have Just Friend, Hungry Days, Blaze, Smile, Clean Art, Celebrate Life.
Missing You With Me and Bobby.
Listen, I could go on and on. Sunshine, Boom Drawer, Receive. Junior, you have done so many great songs. But, in the music business, you're talking about over 30 years now. The journey of a Junior Kelly, when you look at the music of Junior Kelly, how do you think the music have treated you as an individual? You has you are a singer. At times I can say Breadman, he's on some of the best rhythms to come out of Jamaica. How has the music treated you, Junior?
Well, before me even answer that, I should have been in the studio, Trust me. Breadman, I should have been in the studio. That's why I should have been in the studio. Why? Because my plan today was to perform for my New York audience live, I have everything set up. But anyway, and another thing, because you research a thing and the questions you ask me, trust me, Bridget, lovely, because I've been on some awful interviews. So anyway, that's another story.
Yes.
Yeah, all the music treating me or treating me. All right. I have no complaint with the music. The music is my girlfriend, my ultimate wife. She don't give me no trouble at all. I have no problem with music, and I am sure music has no problem with me. Else, I wouldn't create the lyrics. I am still creating. If you really truly listen to this new album, Urban Poet, you can see that there's a whole lot of gas in the tank. But in terms of what I have achieved from the business, what the benefits from the business and so forth, not sounding greedy, I am not satisfied. An artist, a creator of music, should still have fire inside of them and a hunger. So when I say I'm not satisfied, I mean in that sense. I am satisfied with what I am making from the industry, but I am not satisfied with in terms of certain achievement that I can get, and I see others have achieved
Right.
and reached, and more power to them. I love my brothers and sisters in the industry. But a lot of time I can see that I am being passed up. Listen, my music sometimes sounds like it's before its time. A lot of people tell me that in interviews and so on. But I am a creator of music. I'm a lover of melody. So my philosophy on how the music has been good to me in that term is this. I am not here to and see my career and my talent as my ultimate achievement to be winning the Grammy, more power to Morgan Heritage, love the album,
yes,
mash up the place, more power to Ono Rasta. We say, all right, cool. Man. Not to get a gold record, silver, platinum. My ultimate and true achievement, I have gotten so many of those, and still hunger for more, because that is actually my drive into continuing. And I'll tell you what is my ultimate that I have been getting. People call me up, whether it's Facebook or any other platform that they can reach me on, and tell me how much my music saved their lives. That is my gold record. That is my platinum. That is my Grammy.
Yes.
You know, I don't write or create music to win the Grammy. The chip fall wherever they may. I am creating music to change lives for the better.
Definitely. You know, Junior, before I even ask you any more question, let me say this. For anyone to say to you that your music is before this time, when I look at the body of work, Anthony and Breadman, and I'm going to play 2 songs, and I'm going to say this right now, that your music is today's music. Your music speaks every single day, whether it's from the reggae cultural side, whether it's from the love side, your music is still current today. Listen to this song, ladies and gentlemen. Junior Kelly.
Just smile. Never make them see you cry. Smile, just smile. Never let them. Fashion over style. Tell me where is all of the tenderness, and there is something else that's been bugging me for so long. Tell me this. Tell me if love's so nice. Tell me why it. Woke up this morning, I saw a drop. Where you weren't supposed to be, boy.
And I live in fire truck for now. Say that you not too tough, that you not too terrible, that you not too conscious. You can't play 1 or 2 times, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Pull up, pull it up.
Woke up this morning, I saw an empty bed.
Now, if I stop it there, Birdman, I just made a very bold statement of Junior Kelly. Those three songs, and I'm going to compare this to any other artist out of Jamaica. Whether it's John Holt, whether it's Dennis Brown, whether it's Barry Salmon, this artist right now, Junior Kelly, can stand on a stage and sing with any of those artists.
Definitely. Good morning, Mr. Kelly.
Who I'm speaking to? Breadman?
Yes, this is Breadman.
Thanks, brother.
How you doing, boss?
I'm good.
One thing I realized about your music, I believe the first time I heard Love So Nice was back in about 2000.
Yes.
And this was a mixtape that I picked up when I went to Jamaica. And for the life of me, if you ask me what were the other songs on that mixtape, I cannot remember. But that song,
yes.
there's something about your music. That song is a perfect example of your music. Your music tends to resonate with the listeners. It makes them feel like a sense of nostalgia. They make them go back to a certain point, make them think about certain issues they're going through in their life. I'm wondering your creative process, without giving it all away. How what inspires you to write these songs? Is it tell us what it is. How do you come up with these topics?
It is complicated as much as it is simple. I'm a lover of love. I watch old people in the park holding hands. I go up on the beach, I'm going to go for a swim, I drink a beer, and I watch how people interact with each other. You understand? And maybe it's a form of research, but it's still a form of life. It's a form of who I am. To really have a pen in my hand and have a piece of paper is like an artist that has an empty canvas and the world is my oyster. I can twist it one way or the other. I have boundaries. I know how to make things as cute as possible and as suggestive and right on the line to the point where even the Christian in the church would have a smile.
Yes, man.
Let
the door hit you with the
right?
good Lord split you.
Yes, man.
So I'm happy, really happy with who I am and my position in life.
And
I am still turning out good music.
Yes.
And I never really sit down around a desk with a pen, as I say, and a piece of paper and say, I'm going to write the best tune ever. No. It flows from me just naturally, and I trust me, it is a gift from God. And every breath I take, every move I make, without sounding like a cliche, me giving thanks to the Almighty for that, because there's so many individuals around the world. He could have chosen to do what I do and make you can say it in the way you say it. You buy the mixtape, and you know, remember which other song upon it that listen.
That is powerful.
I always say if I'm working for Honda, Toyota, any one of those brands, and I'm a designer of the shapes, the sleekest shape and the prettiest new car, but I'm in a room with 20 or 100 different designers working for the same company.
Yes.
I am not watching them. I don't put them on my head in terms of I have to keep up with the Joneses and the Browns. No. I go within myself and I start to create. And based upon my inspiration and based upon my research, comes out with something that I think, because I'm not into marketing. I'm a creative person that writes songs and do stuff like that. Don't leave marketing to the marketers.
Yes.
I am in the creation, the creating of it.
Right.
Marketers must find cute ways to bring it across. I'm staying current and staying with the time. It's easy. I don't want to look two places.
You know, Junior, before you even go any further, the last time I saw you perform was on a Rebel Salute. I think it was 2 years ago. And I didn't get a chance to talk to you that night. And we have been hunting you down for a minute.
Stomach flu.
Yes, we have been.
I had to run out of that place. So sorry.
We have been hunting you down for a minute. So when it came across my email that Junior Kelly was going to be in town and Junior Kelly has a new album, I immediately responded to the email and says, I want an interview with Junior Kelly, because you're one of the artists, Junior Kelly, that I can honestly say, as Breadman say, your music resonates. Your music is today's music. Breadman can remember your song from whenever that mixtape was. You know, and that's why sometimes I really get sick of them story. Big voice of Mr. Junior Kelly.
How we sick of them story. Sick of them story, we sick of them story. Sick of them story, we sick of them story.
You know, Anthony, it doesn't matter how long Junior Kelly has been around. Junior Kelly is a current artist today, because when you listen to even this song, and this is on a Fifth Element rhythm, and big up to the Fifth Element team. You know, when you listen to a song like this, sick of them story, Breadman. And here's my story now that I'm sick of. I'm sick of the fact that because an artist is hype, because an artist is a part of the corruption of the music, you feel that you should promote that artist over an artist like a Junior Kelly, who is a conscious artist. And I say conscious to the point where I can play reggae songs from Junior Kelly that speaks on issues. Issues only. I can play a reggae song from Junior Kelly that speaks on love matters. So here's an artist who is deeply rooted into his culture and understand, Breadman, that love must be a part of everything. So, you know, Junior Kelly, I mean, Breadman asks the question, when you sit to write, I mean, when you sit down and you're meditating, I mean, who are some of the artists that Junior Kelly looked at when Junior Kelly was coming up in the business? Who were some of your role models? Who were some of your musical influence to speak then, Junior?
That's a nice question. But to finish off with what Breadman mentioned about how I create and formulate, the last thing is, which is a main factor, is the gift actually, and is what one do with the gift, or what one does with the gift. That's so yeah. You know, so it's a very important part. It comes natural. I mean, I force it. So that, you know, the rest now is have to do with me jogging, exercising, eating right, keeping fit, and so I can execute properly. You know, yes. So yes, Rasclem. Some of my influences, well, them vary from different genres. If we're talking about R&B from back in the days. You know, because as I said, in order for us to go forward properly, sometimes we have to take a step back, right? You know, and it's easy for me to, because my home is filled with music, you know, from back in the days, you know. I mean, people like Stacey Lattice, we are talking about Eartha Kitt. Now, people know Eartha Kitt is a singer. People think it's Eartha Kitt. The first Catwoman, we are talking. Yes. People think that Eartha Kitt is an actress, and that's it. All right, our first love is music, and I have some collection of Eartha Kitt because she don't do much music, but her music are they're timeless, right? People like Donna Summer, we talk about Diana Ross, you know, we talk about the Manhattans, we talk about the Spinners, you know, we talk about people like Al Green, you know, the Reverend
Al Green,
yes, man, you know, I have to put on him title, you know, Al Green and people like that. You know, in Jamaica, Dennis Brown. Well, I can't even, hold on, before we go even further, even Michael Jackson. You know why, Mr. Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Now, people might talk about crap and all of that. Listen, we're not talking about whatever the media said and whatever negative them have. Michael is a cultural artist. Look at Liberian girl. He never said black girl, you know, but we know what Liberian girls look like. Liberian girl is a black woman. But he never said African girl. He's being so smart and strategic that the music is accepted everywhere.
Yes.
Him not say black girl, him not say black African girl, him say Liberian girl.
Yes, I.
Any pearl. Now people not get music. You approach certain music, you know. It's like a chessboard, you know. And I say, if you're speaking English and you're an English artist, that means your first and foremost are your first buyers of the music, your first lovers of the music, of your music, and your first following is going to be English-speaking people. That means you're actually reaching out to the English-speaking population first because you're speaking. It's your first language, or probably your only language. And if half of them can't understand what you're saying, or half of them take offense,
right?
You feel like a drop.
That's true.
By 50%.
That is true. That is so
but
true.
Wrong, I'm right.
Yeah, that is so true.
Right.
That is
so the man never say, hence the man never say African girl or black African girl. And I like him afraid. But sometimes a fire can burn and it doesn't carry no smoke. You must say, anywhere you see smoke, you see fire. But on everywhere fire, there's smoke. There.
Yeah.
You understand?
I definitely see that in your work too, because even if we look at Love So Nice, a lot of women love that song and a lot of men love that song. When you listen to it, it could be either or.
Breadman, honestly, all always sing the song.
Yeah,
all always,
really,
man and woman sing the song. You know what I'm saying? There's no.
So watch this now.
Yes.
Liberian girl are one of them. When him say what about sunshine, what about rain, what you think he matter about? When him say it don't matter if it's black or white, what you think he matter about? Love and unity.
Yes, man.
How much of them R&B artists or pop artists can say them do an album with at least one song on it, or a verse, you know? One song is too much, may I give them too much. A verse dedicated to something upful, apart from them their self and apart from the closest person in their life. That's an artist that is thinking outside of the box and not confined to the genre that he is in because he or she is in, because what is synonymous with the drama is baby, baby, I love you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest this morning is Mr. Junior Kelly, the It Maker. The computers will take over in 2 minutes, Junior. Stay where you are. Don't go anywhere. When we come back after the 11 o'clock hour, we're going to feature the new project. We're going to play some more music, and we're going to continue our conversation with Mr. Junior Kelly. Breadman, here is a message song that I will share with you later on. It's called Go Down Satan, Back Where Satan.
Well, anytime we touch bout, you don't know,
yes, man.
With you. Yeah, check.
Anytime Groovin Radio touch bout in a Breadman.
Tell them this.
Boy, I forgot scatter.
I man say, go down Satan, go down Lucifer.
Breadman, make yourself your life is not a dead man.